Hi guys, my name is Akshay and I am a manifestation coach. All my contact info is in the description. Today we are gonna do a very powerful topic, a very important topic. That topic is revision. So we are gonna talk about why revision is so effective in getting you what you want. Okay, and does it really change the past? Okay, so this is what we are going to discuss in today's video. So first of all, I want to tell you that all manifestations are in effect just revision. There is an old story. Okay, you change the old story to a new one and you get what you want. So for example, if somebody is poor, that person affirms that I am rich, like I'm wealthy, I am abundant. And that person gets a lot of money and so revised. So for example, your SP told you that I hate you. And you went and affirmed, no, my SP loves me, my SP loves me, my SP loves me. You landed in the state of the wish fulfilled. And essentially got what you want. So you revised what your SP said. Your SP said, I hate you. You affirmed, my SP said that they love me. And your SP came back and told you that they love you. So all manifestations are in effect just revision. Okay. But now I'll tell you why revision works so well. Why it is more powerful than some other techniques like simply visualizing. Okay, what happens is, say for example, your SP said that they hate you. Okay, so now you're affirming that my SP loves me, my SP loves me, my SP loves me, and you tell yourself that I'm gonna get my SP no matter what, even if they said I hate you. So basically you're assuming one thing, but you have this contradicting thing from your past, okay, that is causing resistance. So you are not able to align perfectly because you still have memories of your SP telling you that they hate you and they don't want you, or whatever your manifestation is, could be SP or something else. So even though you're assuming right now and you're affirming that my SP loves me, my SP loves me, you still have those memories from the past that keeps, popping into your head, like the sound of your SP, the voice of their SP. Them you remember them telling you that I hate you. So what that does is, it causes you to feel hurt. And that just interferes with your, with you landing in the state of the wish fulfilled, because you have some memories that are contradicting your current assumption that my SP loves me. Because you have those memories, what that does is it makes you feel hurtful and it sort of interferes. It doesn't allow you to fully align with what you want. Okay, so because you have memories of the SP telling you that, they hate you, it is sort of very difficult for you to believe that your SP loves you because you have evidence in the 3D of them saying that I do not. So what revision does is, revision goes back to the old memory. Okay, and instead of imagining them saying, instead of remembering your SP telling you that I hate you, you imagine them telling you that, I love you so much. I'm so lucky to have you in my life. And what that does is now your past, it matches with your current assumption. It matches with what you want to manifest. Okay, and those memories of hurt and they sort of diminish until they are not really there. Okay, maybe they are there somewhere a little bit, but you imagined so intensely that your SP told you that I love you, I've always loved you, I'm so lucky to have you in my life. You are the love of my life, you're my soulmate. And what that does is it helps you to really relax, calm down, and puts you in the state of the wish fulfilled. Okay. And since you're being the person, what that does is it makes you the person who already has their manifestation, who already feels, okay, who is already in the state of being loved by their person. That is what revision does. It takes a past event and it alters your memory with respect to that event. And that is what produces a different outcome very fast. So in essence, all manifestation is just revision. But revision is more powerful because it goes to the specific events that, are making you feel hurtful, that brought about your current state of not having your person or not being rich or not being healthy, whatever. It goes to that specific event. And it alters it, because that moment of time, essentially for you, that moment of time is now gone. It really is dead. Your SP probably doesn't even remember what they said. Probably they do not remember what they said. So the past only exists in your head. Even the things that I said like 10 seconds ago, they are essentially now gone. So the past only exists in your head, and when it changes in your head, it makes you a different person who experiences the world differently. And that is why revision is so powerful, man. Because what it does is that it goes back to the past, it changes the events that happened in the past to give you what you want. Okay, but ultimately it's not this specific technique that is manifesting for you. Ultimately it is the feeling of the wish fulfilled. It is living in the end. That is what, is manifesting for you. Revision just makes it easier. So I am not telling you that you have to go back to hurtful memories if you don't want to go back to them. Okay, if you can forget them or not pay attention to them, then it's okay. Okay, just keep assuming, and that also works. For example, let me give you an example from Neville's life. Okay, Neville lost a bag. Okay, it belonged to his wife probably at Los Angeles airport. Okay, and that bag, it had a lot of expensive clothing. Okay, like that bag had goods worth of $1,500, and it contained some of his wife's dresses, and the dresses were like $195 each at least. And it was basically, like he lost a lot of money. He had a lot of money put into that luggage, and so he felt very bad. And then what he did was he started blaming himself that, I always look at the news and I always pay attention to how people lost what they wanted and stuff. And so probably this is what caused, me to lose the bag. But he said, and then he caught himself, thinking feelingly of the past, and he felt, like he was reinfecting himself with that experience. So he told himself, I understand manifestation, so I will go and revise it. And so what he did was, he just sat somewhere, okay, in an armchair or something, and in his mind, he held the bag in his hand. In his mind, he held the bag in his hand. And when he was absolutely sure that he had his bag with him, okay, that is when he just relaxed and he read the Bible and went to sleep or something. And a few days later, he got a note telling him that the bag was in some locker in San Francisco airport, and the airport authorities, they had it brought to him, and they even offered to dry clean the clothes and stuff. But he said, no, we'll do that on our own. So that is what he did. He lost something. He affirmed that he visualized that he already had it, and he got it. Okay, so revised. But this is not different from you landing in the state of the wish fulfilled. What revision does is that it helps you to match your past with your assumption. Your story, okay, it aligns, it gets rid of resistance and old memories that keep popping into your head, because that event of time is now gone. Like it really doesn't exist anymore except in your head. That moment of time is now gone. So you can interpret it differently, okay, and get what you want. And some people ask me, but how powerful is this revision? Like Neville's friend, he was playing tennis with his wife, and the wife broke her ankle, and she revised it. Okay, she revised that her ankle was perfectly fine, and the ankle healed really quickly. There was a woman who, when she was a little girl, fell off the swing. Okay, and she hurt her back, and she had chronic pain for like 40 years. This was during Neville's time. And, like no matter what she did, the pain, it just kept, like troubling her a lot, and she spent a lot of money on it. So what she did was she went back to the scene and she revised that she didn't land on her back. She landed on her feet. There was an experiment conducted by a British hypnotist called Darren Brown. And it was an experiment where they, they sort of casted a guy, okay, and this is like a reality experiment, so the guy didn't know anything, and they told him that we are going to give you this drug, and this drug is called Ramyodin, and it's very powerful, and they use it in the military to make soldiers fearless. And this guy had a history of being timid and not standing up for himself, and so the guy took this sugar pill. It was not a drug, it was just a placebo. It was a sugar pill. He popped it every day, and he became really brave. And they simulated an incident wherein he was at a bar and one girl was being molested by some really intimidating looking goons. Of course, they were actors. And that guy, he actually fought them off and stood up for the girl. That guy thought that it was because of the drug, but that was just a sugar pill. Using the drug, that guy was able to, land in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, that I am now fearless. The drug didn't do anything for him. There was no drug. It was just a sugar pill. So that guy was able to override his past of being timid and fearful and not being able to express himself openly. He revised it and became this fearless man who stood up not just for himself but for other people. That is what he unknowingly revised. Okay, and Ramyodin is not even a drug. It doesn't exist. It was just a sugar pill. It's a placebo. Ramyodin, if you rearrange the letters, it just means your mind, your subconscious mind. It really doesn't care about things like grammar and tenses and what really happened. It doesn't discriminate between what happened in your external reality and what happened, in your imagination. It is illogical. It is irrational. It doesn't care about, what really happened and what you are choosing to, from what perspective you're choosing to perceive what happened. And so revision, in my opinion, even though I do not use it too much in my life, because I'm very good at, whatever happened, just leave it, man, whatever, I don't care. Okay. So I don't use it that much, the technique, I don't use it that much in my life, but I do sort of understand that it is really powerful, and I have had experiences wherein I have revised, small situations, minor disagreements and stuff with friends, family, stuff, women, whatever. So, what I suggest is, you really use this technique to align your past with your present assumptions so that your story matches. Okay, so for example, Europe was fighting, the states in Europe, the little countries, they were fighting each other they fought 2 world wars, right? And at that time, they really were bloodthirsty, man. The Germans didn't like the French and whatever, okay. So, but if a continent was successfully able to revise their past, millions of people, tens of millions of people, then you can revise an incident in your life so that you can get what you want. So it's really powerful. It has helped millions of people find peace in Europe, and it has helped many people get exactly what they want. If you've had a traumatic childhood, you can go back and revise yourself having a really nice childhood wherein you received a lot of love from your parents and stuff. So that just changes everything. It makes you a different person. It overrides the effects of the past. So does revision actually change the past? It doesn't matter because the past already happened. But what it surely does is that it changes the ill effects of the past. It changes the effects of the past. It changes how the past affects your present. And by doing that, since your present affects your future, it changes your future. So that is revision in my opinion. I hope that you liked it. And if you like the video, please hit like, share, subscribe, comment. Hit the notification bell. Best comment gets a free one-on-one session with me. Please join my free Facebook group. That is where I announce the winners. All info is in the description. Unleash the power within you. And remember that if I said it, I already did it. Thank you.